Back
Yay.
in the saddle.
Back in the saddle again, baby.
Feels good. Feels
good. Feels good.
I'm a little stiff.
I know. I feel like rusty.
I'm like really touched that a couple listeners have been like, hi. Where are you?
Still happening?
I was like, wow, you care?
I know. When you said that, I was like, like we must get back to it.
I know. Quite honestly, if we had not gotten reached out to, I probably I always have wanted to go back to this, but I probably would not have. It would be still at the bottom of my list.
Yeah. It would be like
quite honest.
December maybe.
Let's start fresh in 2021.
Right, yeah. Just start the week after in April 2021 and pretend nothing happened.
Yeah, I would be like, what? What happened?
All right, so we're back. It's fitting that we're returning now because this is the back to school of astrological seasons.
That's so true. And it is a bit more I feel like I definitely feel a bit more okay, let's get to work. A bit more stable.
Well, that's Virgo, baby. It's also just I think that we've been, I mean, for better or worse, under the same stress for so much time that I think we've all kind of adjusted to it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And we've also solutions have been come up with. They're not good solutions, but at least we've got workarounds for everything in terms of the pandemic and stuff now. I feel like.
Yeah. I think at the it's so funny thinking back to the beginning of the pandemic was it feels like years ago. It's such a different time.
When I think that our last episode was April 23rd or something like that, April 20 something,
Mm-hmm.
and it feels at once like it's been a few weeks and 8 years.
Yeah, exactly. It really has.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It feels both. I just know for me, the way that I was able to keep my stomach lining was to just do stuff. And that's how I tend to cope with things, is just go immediately into some sort of action.
Yeah. Speaking of which, the big danger of Virgo season, everybody, overworking.
Yeah.
Watch yourself.
Yeah.
Take breaks when you need to.
Absolutely.
Before we get any further, welcome to Witchcast.
Welcome to Witchcast.
'Cause it's Witchcast.
I'm Emily.
I'm Kate.
And this is the Witchcast podcast.
This is the Witchcast podcast. Oh my goodness.
Podcast about witchcraft, I guess.
Yeah. What is our podcast now? I don't even know.
It's about the modern practices of witchcraft. We find out about stuff. We talk about it.
Yeah, it's true.
Some of it's witchy. In a very broad spectrum witchy.
Right. I mean, well, we started it to learn more as novice witches about different areas of witchcraft. I think this new batch of recordings is going to be a little different from our normal structure.
Yeah.
Considering everything.
Yeah. All things considered. Since recording studios are still very much the worst idea.
Yes.
We'll be doing all of our things remote. We'll be a little more fast and loose and loosey-goosey and a lot of other oos words.
Nope, can't think of one.
Caboose?
Moose? Moosey?
Floosey?
Pussy? Okay.
Juice?
Juicy.
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 Some juicy,
Some
loosey-goosey episodes.
Oh my god.
With our little cabooses.
It's so chaotic. I love it. Well, I think, we were saying, we took a break and I thought it was going to be a few weeks. And I'd be like,
yeah.
Okay, couple weeks, we'll come back.
I was 3-4 weeks maybe, we'll see.
Yeah.
If that.
And then, with George Floyd being murdered and Breonna Taylor being murdered and gosh, I'm trying to recall all the terrible things that have been happening in the last few months. It just felt weird for us to continue as if life was normal, because it's not.
Yeah, it simply isn't.
Yeah.
And, it just, we needed to deal with our lives for a little bit.
Right. And I
but
think
now
also
we're back and ready to deal with your lives.
Well, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
I think also, we wanted to make sure that we were holding space in the best way possible, right? Like, it's like, how do you...
What's like a respectful and helpful and like toward progress thing we can do?
Absolutely. And it kind of the whole like Instagram thing of like, oh, just going back to posting selfies after a week of posting like Black Lives Matter and black squares it feels so disingenuous and performative. And I think, you and I each individually have kind of been navigating our relationship to anti-racism and our relationship to the pandemic and the, and personal things that were happening and the wildfires and the decimation of cultures and civilizations and terrorism. Okay, anyway, but everything.
Everything.
But I think like what you and I talked about, a few weeks ago leading up to us getting ready to start again was that I think ultimately we felt it's important to hold space for our community and for ourselves in the most kind of like genuine healing way, dropping the format of like, Tarot 101, but like, let's have a guest back and lead a meditation. Let's talk about, race and gender diversity within the witch community and how to take care of yourself as a marginalized person, in a spiritual way, and like how to, hold light while everything around you is threatening to just snuff it out.
Yeah, so we wanted to figure out how to create something that felt right for this moment, and we're still kind of figuring that out, but we're going to try and do it.
Exactly. I think, we might not have an episode every week. Some episodes might be long, some of them might be super short. I think, but thankfully... Yep.
Please be patient with us, but...
yeah. Your love and patience is... Yeah, exactly.
You wonderful humans.
Our listeners have been so kind.
Yeah, and also, like, we're interested in it. We would be interested in this regardless, so why not, bring you in while we navigate it.
Exactly. We're doing this for ourselves and you, so hopefully it'll be beneficial, or at least entertaining.
Whole big happy family. I don't know. Something.
Happy family. Now I want Chinese food. I've been watching Avatar.
Oh, I love Avatar. Wait, The Last Airbender, yes, I assume? Not the movie.
No, not the movie. We just finished the Avatar, The Last Airbender series. And so many thoughts and feelings.
I loved that show. It's so beautiful.
I'm obsessed with Uncle Iroh.
I was just going to say, how about Uncle Iroh?
I want him in my life so bad. Oh, I love him so much.
Oh my God.
And it was so sad because the actor passed away between seasons 2 and 3. And knowing that, and I was like, every time, I'd ask Matt lots of questions as we watched it. And to know that like he got voiced by a white actor who was imitating the original actor, I was like, oh, this sucks. I like kind of hate that I know that. Like, I wish I had not known that.
Yeah.
But while watching. I mean, the actor did a fine job. I have my own opinions about people voicing characters not of their race.
Yeah.
In animation, but that's another podcast.
that's a whole other kettle of podcast.
But I love it.
Yeah, it is. I don't know. That sucks that they brought in a white dude to do. I didn't know that actually. I knew that he passed away, but I didn't know that the replacement.
Yeah, it would have been fine if the replacement was also a Chinese man, but or even an Asian man in general. But no, Matt told me he was a white actor. But I loved it. It's very witchy.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's very witchy. I love all the elemental aspects to it. The kind of East Asian, and it is created by white people and written by most, I think, pretty much almost all white people. Like it's very Nickelodeon, but it's still super fun and it's really.
Yeah.
I loved how powerful the women characters were. Yeah.
Yeah, it has a lot of upsides.
Absolutely.
And the Uncle Iroh character, I mean, just so many feelings.
So many feelings. So good. But that's what I've been doing to cope is I really love pure, wholesome content.
Yes.
That's what I've been gravitating towards. And I even downloaded TikTok, but only will like and follow wholesome content like puppies or babies being cute or like
I would love to get information about who you're following on TikTok so that I could also follow those accounts.
Yeah, there's like there's also a couple like positive affirmation type people who are not too gross. You know, sometimes when you come across those videos, you're like, ugh. But like, there's some that feel very genuine. Or there's this one guy, he like literally just hit a singing bowl, and he was like, just stop right here, and just take a deep breath, and put your hand over your heart, and just breathe. And he just like kind of walked you through like a minute long meditation.
I follow a few of those singing bowl. Like,
I love
stop
that.
and enjoy people. I will. There's one I really like that I'll send to you. That I forget her name, but that is great.
Yeah. Okay. We'll exchange TikTok follows.
Which brings me to what I mean, I should say just quickly for our listeners, we're not covering any specific topic today. We're just sort of like, shooting the shit about our topical witchy world and catching up and saying hi and telling you what's up, which is that we'll have some more episodes coming.
Yes.
We haven't forgotten. We're not like gone.
We've been thinking of you and this podcast and our witchiness every day. So yeah, this is just a little catch-up session. But catch-up session. I'm sorry.
The look of betrayal I just
you gave me such a Scorpio look then.
I gasped a little.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help it.
It's okay. I understand.
For our listeners who may not know, Emily's famous for catch-up reasons, which you can go listen to at our episode of the Revolution podcast.
Yeah.
To hear that whole explanation.
If you follow me on Instagram, you may notice that there's a small but mighty contingent of people that just write the word ketchup on all of my posts now. Or some pun about ketchup, or a question like, that's cool, but where's the ketchup? Or, guess there's no ketchup in this because Emily ate all of it.
Oh my god.
I don't love ketchup that much. Anyway, that's beside the point.
It's like your weird uncle who only sees you like every other year and just will bring up that one thing he knows about you every
so Transformers,
time.
Huh? Transformers? I'm 30. It's not Transformers anymore.
Oh my god.
It's Sailor Moon. Looping around.
God, I love you. I've missed this.
You.
I miss talking to you.
Yeah, this is really nice.
But you were saying about TikTok.
Yes. Oh, Witch Talk. Are you on it?
Witch Talk. I am scared of it. I've stayed off of it.
I just did a deep dive before this call because I wanted to talk about this whole Hex the Moon situation.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I feel like Witch Talk is much more of a mixed bag than I thought it would be based on that.
Oh.
Because it includes like the singing bowl people and like, nice meditative stuff and like actually informative people.
Like Jasmine Wolf is on it.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I didn't know that, but yay, cool. Yeah, I don't know why I said yeah so fast.
That's okay. Yeah, I do follow her. Jasmine, our former guest and friend of the podcast of Power of Three, and an awesome witch and numerologist, et cetera, has a great TikTok.
Awesome. I will follow it. Oh, and also, guys, you might have seen this on our Instagram, but if you're not following Instagram, if you're not following our Instagram, if you're not on Instagram, Jasmine Wolf also put together an ebook called Meetings with Shadow that we both wrote essays for. And so if you're interested in getting into shadow work, which is like, it's more like dealing with your own shadow and your own sort of metaphorical and not literal demons.
Right.
It's a very like chill meditative kind of practice. I mean, sometimes it can get pretty heavy and deep, but it's like a very worthwhile thing to do, and you should check it out. And that's available on her website, but you can also for sure find it. We've got it linked on our website.
We've got it linked on our website.
If you want to buy a copy of that book, it supports us, it supports Jasmine. We all get a little piece of that, and also it is a great book. I read it all and enjoyed it. And there's some meditations in there and like exercises and stuff, so I highly recommend.
Yeah, if you
can afford it.
If you're not familiar with shadow work, it's a great introduction. It has essays from several different witchy type people. Emily's essay's fucking hilarious. It's delightful.
Yours was great. Yours was so informative. Yours is like what it should have been, and mine is like, let's imagine we're in a car.
I know, I was like linking to like Carl Jung and Sigmund Freud. I went really into the psychology of it, but
which I loved.
Yeah, it's interesting how everyone took a different take on it. And I think it's a great intro into shadow work and shadow practice, which every witch I think should be familiar with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, like most people, it's not just like like it falls under the witch umbrella the way that we're approaching it, but it's very much like just a positive psychological practice too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. I mean, well, that's why like Jung spent so much time, researching and writing about it, because it really is about mental health ultimately.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Which is super important. And so much of what good witchcraft is about.
Yeah.
Like
you can't
self-care and like good mental health.
Manifest goodness for yourself if you don't love yourself, right?
Damn straight.
Yeah.
Damn straight.
But anyway, witch talk. So you found that it was more of a mixed bag than you thought, because I've been really hesitant about
I was
into
afraid
that.
For a couple reasons. One is that there was this whole trending thing, if you didn't see it, where like I guess some baby witches, although it turns out only 4 of them, and they didn't actually say it on TikTok, but someone on TikTok was like, I have knowledge of who did this, that tried to hex the moon, the fae, and maybe the sun.
Why though? Like, why even do that?
I don't know, honestly. And then
what do they do?
There was like a guy who was like, it's funny that people are talking about this because last night I hexed the moon and tomorrow the sun. And I don't know if that guy was related to them or just got conflated with them. First off, guys, don't try to hex the moon. Don't try to hex the sun. Don't try to hex the fae. One, it won't work. 2, it's not a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think my understanding of how it started was that maybe I read a lot of different articles and kind of just gleaned this based on subtext, so I could be totally wrong. But I guess there's like a subset of people on Witch Talk that are very anti like the gatekeeping thing that more experienced witches tend to do, which is like, oh, you shouldn't do that until you're more experienced, or like, I don't even want to tell you about it until you're more experienced. Definitely don't talk to the fae until you're more experienced, all this stuff. And so they were like, fuck it, like, we do what we want.
We're gonna hex them.
Right, which is not... And then I guess someone in one of the comments, like, one of the people that did it was like, we didn't hex, we did something else, you'll see. And it's like, I don't know, guys. But, so that made me nervous. And also, I saw a few of the first TikToks I saw from Witch Talk were very, like... They didn't give me great confidence in, like, the substance of the information on there.
Right.
Because it's also, like, there's something kind of weird about, like, trying to compress the information that we spend, like, 45 minutes to an hour as, like, baby witch, or, not baby witches anymore, but, like, relatively new witches. We spend, like, an hour and a half talking about things that we research for days.
Barely
and it's
scratching
like,
the surface.
Yeah, and it's just, like, here's a minute, and it's, like, a song, and someone dancing being, like... pointing up and like pointing to the side, and it's like chaos magic. What is it? And like, and it just feels like it's a. But I think having actually dove. No, I don't know. Having actually dove into it today, there were lots of like dived into it. Mm-hmm. There were lots of, like, informative and good people on there that I was like, okay, I could totally, get into following some of this, and then it's just, like, take it with a grain of salt. It's the same thing as we always say, which is, like, don't jump into doing anything without doing your own research first.
Right. Cross-reference things, man.
Yeah, double check, because it is, like, it's like getting your information from memes. Like, anyone can write a meme. Anyone can make a TikTok video, so just, like... don't be screwing around with your own energy and your own, like, mind and stuff without, checking first that you're doing something. But, like, there are tons of legitimate, really kind-seeming people on there that I would be totally into following.
Yeah. There's a couple I have just, kind of hesitantly liked, because I got good vibes, like you were saying. I could tell, like, the stuff that they were saying echoed what I've heard from our research and other experienced witches that we've talked to. But I think especially right now in 2020, in an age of misinformation, like, where literally everything is propaganda, like, that you turn on the TV or the internet or your phone, don't trust anything. Man, don't even trust us. Just go, like, just...
Yeah. Don't even listen to us. Like, really, read
but,
books. But at the same time, like, there are people
Right.
giving book recommendations on there and that kind of thing, which is cool. And the
That's
other
cool.
thing that I thought was really neat about it that I was not anticipating, because I think I had in my head, like, a lot of 16-year-old white girls from the suburbs, which is, like, a demographic and totally cool.
Yeah.
And, like, I was one
Yeah.
at one point,
I
you
was
know?
I
Well,
was
not from
part
the
of that,
suburbs,
yeah.
but broadly speaking, like, I was a 16-year-old white kid interested in witchcraft at one point. But, but there's also, like, a robust community of, like, experienced people of color witches that are connecting to each other, which is really cool. And it's not my business to qualify that that's cool, but at the same time, it seems cool to me from as an outsider, just being
Right.
like, oh, this is really neat.
Yeah. I've been really enjoying native TikTok. Like, I've been really into watching Native American and indigenous folks like posting about their culture and their heritage, the costumes. Like, totally have sworn off white sage because of TikTok, because of native TikTok,
Yeah.
because it is endangered and it does belong to, you know, a certain group of native peoples. And, like, I don't need white sage. You know what I mean? There's so many
Right.
other sages out there. Like,
Yeah,
there's so
there's
many
so much
other
good
ways
stuff.
to cleanse out there. It's not mine, and it's endangered. Why use it? I don't know. I was just kind of like, thank you for educating me. There's a lot of good on TikTok, I think, too.
Yeah, and that's, I guess that's what I learned in my quest to find out whether or not people hex the moon, which was my first. I was just like, I just want to see what started this.
Yeah,
and the answer is that I couldn't find what started it. I mostly could find reactionary videos, but it seems
Maybe
like it
they
was only
deleted
4
them.
people. Yeah. Well, it wasn't even like it wasn't like linked or anything, but I don't know. I'm sure that it was a thing that 4 baby witches were like, we'll hex something weird. Or they didn't think they were hexing it. They were like, we're going to send energy to the moon and then something will happen. But whatever it was, it didn't manifest as far as I can tell. But, like, hey, maybe something happened in their lives. Who knows? Anyway, but I was going in expecting it to be a lot of that kind of thing. And there is a lot of that kind of that sort of, you know, like, people, I don't want to disparage. It's a wonderful community, and there's lots of good stuff in there also. But there's also just stuff that doesn't interest
There's
me.
Forever 21 witchcraft, and then there's,
Yes,
like,
exactly.
other
That's what I'm
witchcraft.
looking for.
Yeah.
Thank you. And there is a lot of, like, hex-related stuff, and I would just say, especially if you're gonna dabble in the dark arts, you know, be careful, guys.
We've always
And
said this, I think.
definitely
hexing is
don't take it from the internet without
Yeah. Hexing is a very complex... I've never hexed anything or anyone. I think it's something you have to be really careful with. And either way, it's like, regardless of what you believe or school or subset you fall into, or your background or experience, energy is energy. And if you're sending out negative energy, you know, you should be, I think, very prepared and purposeful and researched and educated on all the different ways that can manifest, right? Because, you know, just also, like, I can't understand the moon thing. I found out about this in the witchcraft subreddit that I follow, and someone posted and was like, I'm sorry, like, can these fucking witch talkers, like, stop? Like, they were, like, ranting about it, and I was like, oh, what are they even talking about? But I don't even understand why even do anything for the moon except praise her? Like, it's just...
Yeah, just be like, thanks, bud. Well, I mean, that's what pretty much every experienced witch that was interviewed in any of the articles I read said is like, witches get their power enhanced by the moon. If you just send it at the moon, all you're doing is nothing. Like, you're just not using, like, you don't have, like, your power is coming from that. You're just, like, bouncing it back, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
What would even the moon do with a hex? I don't even know, like, what. Like, that's so bizarre to me.
Yeah,
Like,
there was a guy who was like,
screaming at the sun.
I hexed the moon until it dimmed. But, like, I think that,
Okay,
you know,
buddy.
there are always going to be outliers in the world that are.
Oh, man.
Anyway,
hilarious.
in my deep dive, I did find, like I said, just that there were lots of really great people on Witch Talk, and it is a much wider and more varied community than what that one trending story would make you think. Also,
Okay.
they did a bunch of like pro BLM protest spells together and
Yes.
stuff. They there was like witch talkers tried to hex the police and like do protection spells for the protesters, which is cool. Also, generally, while we were away, TikTokers did that thing where they booked all the tickets at Trump's Tulsa rally, which was like 10 points for
Yes.
TikTok in my book.
Yes, that was awesome.
Yeah.
I participated in one of those spells for the protesters. I'm trying to find the date of when that happened because it was a specific full moon that like was called upon, the internet to.
Was it I think it was the full moon in June that I saw people saying about it, but there might have been other ones.
Yeah, because it was June 6th. Is when I took the photos. I'll post the spread on Instagram that I got because it was fantastic. Like, I felt really powerful. Like, on top of donating, petition signing, protesting, like, I was like, oh, this is something I can easily do to feel, I think a lot of activism sometimes is self-serving, which I think is fine. Like, I think, to make you feel like you have some sort of part in positive change is, I think, important. And every little, I think of it like every little bit helps. Like, yes, you alone can't save the world and end racism and white supremacism, but like you can do your part as part of the collective whole to slowly eradicate it, educate yourself, educate others, etc. So like doing a spell, I was like, oh, that's another additional small thing I can do to help me feel better spiritually, emotionally, but also maybe put some good energy out into the world. And so I like lit a candle. I did a whole ritual, which I haven't done, since way before the pandemic hit. And it was the first spell I had done in my new apartment too. And it felt really powerful. And I want to say that like there was something, I think it was a full moon in a fire sign, because I feel like I felt very like steady flame, like really kind of energized, but like in a very kind of controlled, focused way. And I was just, really praying for protection and justice. I'm not one to, you and I both are like have worked on stuff like this together. We'd rather bind than hex. Like I'm not about, I was more focused on like taking care of the protesters that are out there. But I got this amazing spread, and I'll post it, and I also do an animal oracle card, and I got the bear, which is connected to the Empress and Earth, and like, and it basically was like she's got your back. It felt it felt really good. I felt really good about it. Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah,
that's great.
I think we should do more. I think
Yeah. Do you want to coordinate a
my
spell
God,
doing night?
Could we do a spell together remotely?
Yeah.
I love that. I
Pro
love that
BLM
idea.
spell work.
I love that. That'd be awesome.
That'd be great. Let's do that. All right.
I miss you. I miss us being together in a room and like.
I know. This old office so rarely has people in it other than me and sometimes Dan, because he keeps his laundry in here.
Nice.
But it's a long way from sitting around the dining room table and chatting with everybody.
I know, we'd always have like wine and snacks.
Those were the days. Wine and snacks.
Wine and
Never have that anymore.
I actually
literally all I do now.
I was drinking like every day for the first couple months of the pandemic, and realized like it was absolutely like a self-medication thing. And then I don't know what happened. I think like the White Claws just kept giving me headaches, and I just stopped, and I haven't really been drinking at all much.
Hey, good
in,
for
like,
you.
A month or so. Yeah, I just don't, the hangovers and the headaches and the dehydration, like I just, as soon as I start drinking, I feel like I feel it so much faster. I have been partaking in herbal remedies every day.
Yes, of course. Lavender.
Basil. Yeah, I just, I can't put those down. That is like definitely my main coping mechanism.
Right.
That and food.
Well, you know me. I'm more into alcohol. But I'm trying to not drink too much. That's the only... I don't know. I try to keep it
Reasonable.
at or below normal levels from the before
I
pandemic.
think it's fine, though. I mean, I'm of the party that's like, your only job is to survive still. Like, right now, we're all doing the best we fucking can. Don't hurt others. Try not to hurt yourself. Like, be kind to yourself. And if that means you have a couple glasses of wine at night, great.
Yeah.
Whatever makes you feel better and gets you to bed at the end of the night.
Yeah, I'm very much in the camp of, like, you know, and you harm none, but, like, broadly speaking. Like, it's just as long as you're not doing damage, that's, like, the best anyone can ask right now. Just keep it to a chaotic neutral.
Exactly. Chaotic neutral is, I think, yeah, that would be an ideal at this point for everyone.
Yeah.
And also that whole, like, kind of, I mean, maybe, I feel like it's died down a little. I don't know if you've noticed this, but, like, in the social channels, at least, this whole, like, this is the time where you can be the most productive. Like, write your book.
Oh, yeah,
like,
thank God that's gone away.
Get fit. Work out every single fucking day in your home. And it's like,
oh, my God.
You know what? I'm going to do what I can. And if I don't work out this week or the next week or the week before, that's okay.
Yeah. I did not work out for like 2.5 months, but I'm back on the train a little bit now.
Oh, good
like,
for you.
Thanks. But like, and that's okay. You know what?
Right.
That's fine.
Right.
Like, I have allowed it. I'm cool with it. I've done it before. I'll do it again someday.
Exactly. I mean, like, it's just beating ourselves up for not being the best humans, like, it on top of everything else that's going on, I think is just not conducive to a good mindset. I also recently did a tarot pull with a couple friends, and got the Hermit as one of my cards, and I was so happy about it. I
got the Hermit in a card pull recently too.
Really?
I did like a spread of 3 cards, and one of them was the Hermit. I'm trying to remember what the other ones were, but it was like, I was just like, yeah, that's the pandemic.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Hiding,
I love that.
Waiting, and then
Intuition.
eventually.
When I saw the Hermit, I was so happy. I'm honestly fine with it. Like, I don't know about you, but I'm not ready to any socially distant outside social excursion still kind of fills me with anxiety.
Yeah, I've seen like 8 friends maybe since March.
Yeah.
Total. You know.
I get real anxious about it.
Yeah, it just stresses me out.
It's so stressful, and like I mean, I was already kind of a germaphobe before the pandemic. I don't know. That's where I get really anxious, is looking ahead to the future of like, what kind of, you know, are we ever going to get to a place that will be as comfortable being as close to strangers as we used to be, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't even like it before.
Yeah. Yeah, my not greatest fear in all of this, but like one of my big fears in all this is that like on the other side of this, I won't want to go out.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just be like done with the outdoors permanently.
I already
or not
love
the
staying
outdoors,
home.
but like like socializing and stuff. It's like on the one hand, boy, I'd love to get back to parties, but on the other hand, not that much.
Do I? Yeah.
Gee, it sure would be fun to see 6 to 8 friends all at once, and then at the same time. Like traveling to other places, and if it's still a risk at all, you know.
Right. I know, like, canceled plans have been my kink always, and I've always loved just staying home.
Oh, it's so satisfying.
I know, when someone's like, I'm so sorry, can we reschedule? I'm like, of course we can.
Oh,
No worries at all. Like, immediately.
Oh, yeah, don't
like,
worry about it. I don't mind one bit.
Also, being in sweatpants and, like, just not having to leave your home.
Yeah.
Not having to, like, get dressed up. I haven't worn jeans. I can't even tell you. I haven't.
Yeah.
I wear pajamas.
Yeah. I put my jean shorts on like 3 days ago only because I was running out of other bottoms and they're stretchy. And I regretted it. Honestly, it was... Spent the whole day being like, so constricted.
They're so tight.
But it was too hot for my long skirts and all my short skirts were in the laundry.
Gosh, that's a hard place to be. I sometimes just don't even wear bottoms. I just wear underwear.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
no one sees me from waist down.
That's if I have an important video call, I'll put pants on or like a skirt on, but only to feel more official. Like, I don't, there's no reason to do it.
I'm always paranoid that, like, I will get up or that something will happen and I'll have one of those embarrassing Zoom call camera things.
Yeah. I just don't want to end up a meme, you know? I don't want to go viral.
Right. Not like that. Not like
I don't
that.
want people on Twitter to know my name for this. Not this.
Not this. Anything but this. Yeah. Well, what else have you been doing to, like, stay witchy during this time, or if anything at all?
I've been growing plants.
Oh.
I've been growing plants, and I play with my pendulum all the time while I work.
Your evil eye pendulum? Nice.
Yeah. I don't know. I have my crystals here in like a little shelf next to my desk, and I have my tarot cards, and sometimes I will pull a tarot card.
Oh, that's nice.
Honestly, burning sage, haven't really been doing a whole lot.
No, but that's good. I think that's all.
But yeah.
That's all good stuff.
Have I done anything else worth reporting? Thinking about buying a black dress with some bell sleeves.
Yes. I wholeheartedly support that.
I've been watching Witch Talk, obviously. Just Googling stuff sometimes, read my horoscope, you know.
Oh, you know what
meditation.
I saw for the first time ever during the pandemic is The Witches.
Yeah?
I had never seen the movie. I mean, it's so old-fashioned, like, children's movie, delightful, in this, like, very Roald Dahl kind of way. And, of course, like, Angelica Houston's just, chef's kiss, perfect. So, yeah, it's fun. It's super fun. It was not what I was expecting. I thought there would be more of a stronger narrative. It felt very kind of, like, day in the life. I don't know. It was very relaxed in the manner of storytelling.
I haven't watched it in a long time. Maybe I will watch it tonight.
It's on
It is September, which means it's just about spooky season.
I know. I'm so excited about Halloween.
Aggressively dancing with my shoulders.
I know, and I love it. It's a great show. Y'all are missing out.
This is, like, I would say my year is, like, equivalent to, like, 1 month is January to August, and, like, the entire year for me is September to December.
Yes. Agreed. That is my favorite time as well. I don't even think we're doing anything for Halloween. I don't know. We wanted to have a Halloween party. I don't think that's going to be possible, but I'm still going to dress up.
Maybe we can, like, share spooky recipes and all, like, have the same spooky drink or cookie or something.
That sounds fun.
Coordinate.
I like that.
Yeah.
I also have been trying to grow plants. I went to Home Depot and got a bunch of plants for our new apartment. But I feel like it's still hard to do it in an apartment. Like, if I had a house with an outdoor space and a garage and I could really, like, make a mess and repot and plant and splice, like, I just feel like I don't have the space to do that. And I ended up killing one of my ivy plants.
Oh.
She didn't get watered enough and then dried out. So then I tried to prune her. And then I saw this thing on Plant TikTok, which I also follow.
Plant TikTok? Of course there's a Plant TikTok. Why didn't I think of that?
Yes. There's a whole thing about plants.
I will not reach for my phone yet. I will wait until after we finish recording, but...
But they said to put dilute coffee with water, and that's a fertilizer for your plants. So I did that, and I think that fully killed her.
Yeah, isn't coffee super acidic?
I don't know. I guess I would. Yeah, I mean, now in retrospect, you're right, it is. But this is a great learning example for not to just take what you see on TikTok and run with it. Do some backup research.
Just double check a little bit.
I was like, oh yeah, let me just pour some coffee in some water and water Ivy and maybe it'll help. That's her name because she's an ivy plant. And, like,
makes sense.
Yeah, she's dead and I feel really bad.
I'm sorry.
I also
basil.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna report on my basil, but you go first.
No, I was gonna slightly change the subject to an adjacent subject, so you talk about your basil first.
Oh, okay. So, Basil 1,
Yes.
whose name was Schmitty, I guess.
Nice.
He perished horribly.
Oh.
He developed, like, a fluffy mold.
Oh no.
Which I guess basil gets sometimes, and then he died.
Aw.
So, but he gave me lots of good leaves in the meantime. And then I got a new basil plant, a more robust basil plant, in a grocery store in Maine for $1.99.
Nice.
That I grew and ate bits of all summer, except that now it just suddenly started to die because I think it's fall now.
Oh.
That's my... It's so the top part still looks good, and I've been watering it aggressively, but as you can see, the bottom part, there are bits that just like shriveled up one day.
That's weird.
It is weird.
I wonder if you have root rot. That's what I'm always so scared of, is getting root rot. That's what plant talk talks about.
Yeah. One of my friends said that, and the internet also said that basil usually passes away in the fall anyway. Like, you have to replant it every year. So I was just thinking I might turn him into pesto and call it a night.
Yeah, I feel like I remember having a basil plant where, like, I thought it was dead, but I was just so lazy. This was years ago, and I was so lazy, I just, like, left it, and it just sprouted again in the spring.
Huh.
I feel like I remember that happening. But I was going to say, I have an aloe plant that my coworker gave me. I, like, my one venture into the city this year was to go to my office to get my plants. And I took my aloe plant home, and it's small, but there's also a lot of stuff on beauty TikTok about aloe, like just cutting open the leaves, scraping out the guts, and then using it in your hair or on your face. And it's good for your skin, because I've gotten into skincare during the pandemic. Lots of little projects.
I would love to hear your skincare. Wait, I would love to hear your skincare secrets, because I am just getting into it now. And so if you have anything that you've already figured out and you would like to pass along, I am open to it.
Yes, I do. I've done a ton of research, and this is like, as a person who literally never moisturized, like, I now am obsessed with skincare, and I'm really embarrassed it took me 32 years to get here, but here I am. But I was like, okay, I'm going to try and chop off a couple of my aloe leaves and try this. My aloe was much smaller than, like, the big leaves you get, like, at Walmart, or you can get in, like, Mexico or whatever. And, like, there was smaller leaves, so I had a much harder time scraping up the goop, and it was like placenta. It, like, dripped into my eyes. It got everywhere. It smelled kind of weird. I think it helped my hair moisture, but it was definitely, like, again, one of those things where you're like, I saw this on TikTok. This looks beautiful and easy. And then you do it in real life, and it's just like,
goop. Yeah, we used to have an aloe plant at my house when I was growing up that we would, like, snip bits off and use sometimes. But it's definitely better when they're bigger, and it is like a sticky goop. It is kind of gross matter what.
It is. It's so cool, though. I really want to get my hands on, like, big aloe leaves. I don't know where I can get them around my apartment, but, like, find a way to get big aloe leaves so I can play with it more. Because I like the idea of like, natural homeopathic style remedies. Because especially with skincare, there's so many chemicals, right? There's so many, like, things to buy and packaging, and the idea of using, like, natural stuff that you make yourself appeals to me.
Yeah.
Should we pull a card? What should we do?
Oh yeah, I forgot about, like, what we do in this show.
I know.
Yeah, I guess. Do you want to pull a card? Do you want to do do you have your animal spirit deck with you? Animal
I do.
Deck?
I have to go grab it, but I do have it. Should we do that?
Would you? Sure. I have my 2 decks here, but if you wanted to mix it up a little, that could be fun.
Well, we haven't recorded in 4 months, Emily. I think we can start over again.
I guess for me, it would be mixing it up.
Okay, well,
right,
what if we each pulled a card?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, hold on. Let me go get my Oracle deck, because I like that.
Cool.
I haven't vacuumed up all the hair that I've just chopped from my head on my bedroom floor yet, and I forgot, and I just, like, walked into the scene of a massacre.
Oh. I think I'm gonna... Oh, wait, I told you this already. I think I'm gonna give myself bangs this weekend.
I support it. I support the, like, cut your own hair, dye your own hair, give yourself a facial, like...
Yeah. Ooh, maybe I'll dye my hair this fall, too. I've been wanting to go blonder. Like, bleach blonde.
Yeah, do it. I support it, because also for me, it's an activity. It gives me something to do for the day. And also, why not? There's something about the pandemic that really fuels my kind of rebellious, impulsive, devil-may-care Sagittarian side of just like, you know what? Yeah, let's fucking chop it off. Let's dye it bright red. Let's go purple. Let's go blue. Who the fuck cares? The world's ending, Feels very gratifying.
That. I'm very happy that is how you're going, and I'm going to follow your lead.
I have supported it 100%. I mean,
Maybe when you stop having purple hair, I'll start having purple
Yes.
hair.
Yes.
All right, I'm using my Druidcraft tarot deck, and I am pulling the Lord.
Ooh.
I have number 4 in the major
Is that the
arcana.
Emperor?
The Lord. Yeah, I think it must be the Emperor.
June has told us that this is an Emperor year, isn't it? Ooh.
Is it? That feels entirely possible.
Which, speaking of,
All right,
we'll
let me
have June back.
check
to
my
talk
little
with
booklet.
us. I'm excited. About
Yeah,
that.
very excited. We're going to be bringing back a bunch of our guests, hopefully, and basically just cycling through the old gang and having them talk about
Yeah.
stuff. Stuff that feels topical and like
And
a good thing to talk
helpful.
about. All right, let me find this guy, the Lord. Yeah. Yeah, that's the Emperor, because the lady, the High Priestess, the Lady, the Lord, the High Priest. Yeah. Okay. The message: take control of your life and offer clear and firm boundaries to those who depend on you. Lead your life by being true to your values, and you will accomplish great things.
Ugh, word. That seems like a good card to pull.
Yeah. Lead your life by being true to your values, and you will accomplish great things. I love it.
I'm also a big fan of the boundaries. I think boundaries are really important.
Yes.
Especially with this work from home life. Like, it's very easy to not have set hours.
Yeah, very much so. And again, Virgo season, biggest danger,
Yes.
overworking.
Okay.
Great for getting shit done, but...
So, I just pulled an animal oracle card, and it's the hawk.
Ooh,
I
screech!
have not, and I pulled it reversed. I have not ever pulled the hawk before with this deck, which is very exciting.
I'm excited to hear what it
I
is.
know, me too.
I mean, I know it's a hawk,
Oh,
but you
and,
know what I
and
mean.
just for clarity, this is the Druid Animal Oracle deck that we always like to use. Oh, we both...
Yeah, we paired up our
I was
decks.
just going to say 2 Druid decks. So this is Shivug, Hawk. Nobility, Recollection, Cleansing. Shivug brings the ability to see your life in perspective, to free you of unnecessary baggage, and to connect you to your ancestral roots. See if you can take some time out of your daily routine to survey your life calmly and see events in context. The hawk can help you recollect the missing pieces of the jigsaw you will be trying to assemble, and he will help too to spot details which are significant. When you have a sense of your roots and of the breadth of your life, you will start to feel pride and a growing sense of nobility and stature. Once you know where you have come from and where you are going, your life will be filled with inspiration and enthusiasm. You will sense a new day dawning, and you will be able to make decisions with confidence. But I pulled it reverse, so it says, reverse meaning, you could be paying too much attention to detail. Being precise in a hawk guide can be valuable, but taken to an extreme and without a wider overview, it can lead to cruelty. High ideals, if not balanced with a sense of humility, lead to arrogance, and ultimately a denial of the heart. Be careful not to get carried away by the justness of your cause, while forgetting to take into consideration the feelings of others. Wow. I know, I just like... Well, okay. I hear you. That's fine.
Interesting point.
Interesting. I'll have to sit with that card for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I like, or I see how it can apply to this year as a whole in terms of, like, big picture and detail orientation, in that, like, I think that this has been a really big time for reflection for a lot of people in seeing the big picture of their lives. And that if you aren't experiencing that, it might be worth trying to. You know?
Yeah, I think also, for me, like, politically, I've been very incensed, obviously, and, like, very narrowed focus, and that's an interesting perspective to take a step back and look at the larger picture as well. I mean, not in any way to say that my values are wrong, because they're not.
It's
but...
tough because it feels very, like, black and white, this whole issue of, like, I mean, the political side of things is, like, it's really hard to see the other side from, I think, our point of view. And I guess a lot of people feel vice versa, but those people are wrong and terrible.
Yeah, I just don't understand how it's a radical idea, like this quote-unquote radical left. I'm like, how is it radical to say that Black Lives Matter? Like, that just...
Yeah. How is it radical to feel that, like, cops killing people
is wrong.
Bad. You know?
I mean, here's what I'll say about the whole thing, and you can choose whether or not we want to even keep any of this in, is that my goal, my hope, is that we get Trump out of office, that, you know, as these protests and inflammatory meetings between the National Guard and police and protesters continue to happen, and they will, there will still be more riots, there will still be more outrage. I think that's necessary in a way, and like fine in a way, because change needs to happen. There's a huge population of this country that has not been heard of or taken care of, and that's a class thing, right? Like, that's capitalism. And I think, you know, we need to address the problems at the root of the matter, but let's at least get, you know, a non-white supremacist in the office and try and work at local levels and keep working on, you know, as in our activism, you know, communities and within our local legislature, to be better step by step for the future, so that by 2024, defund the police is not an unheard of kind of solution, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Like,
agree.
There's a lot of ire. there's a lot of flame fanning.
Yeah.
and it's very tense right now, and people aren't listening to each other, but I think, you know, we can get to a place, hopefully someday, slowly, where, you know, cops are not being called on for every little thing. You know, it's a very specific...
Yeah, I mean, it's a very good idea to redistribute some of those responsibilities, like, and to rebuild what policing is.
It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of time and work.
Right, yeah. It's not easy, but it's not supposed to be easy.
It's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
But I think, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I agree. I think, you know, I'm not allowed to vote, but if I were, that would be how I would go, is I would vote for Biden, obviously.
Right.
Because
and
it's
then
just,
continue the groundwork.
The bare minimum of having a not white supremacist in the office, bare minimum 2020, let's go.
Right.
And then after that, you keep moving and you don't stop.
I mean, know that we are fighting forces. Like, when we did our binding spell against Bannon and Trump back in 3.5 years ago, 2017. Remember when my ears popped and I felt that they were just merely part of a larger evil force, and not necessarily evil like Star Wars evil, but just like a dark, like Shadow, like a big dark
Star Wars,
a little Star Wars. Yeah, it's pretty fascist, but like, I felt like, oh, these men are just figureheads of this larger, darker energy that's out there, and what that energy feeds on is fear. So that's shadow work, right? Read Jasmine's ebook and try and look at your own reactions in relationship to fear, and try to choose love as much as you can, because I think that's ultimately what we want at the end of the day, is love and respect for all, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
It's so simple, and yet it's not.
Kate, that's fucking beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, shall we call it?
I guess that'll do it for this
This
very chaotic episode.
Witchcast.
What is our outro normally?
Hex yeah.
Oh, right. But like, follow and subscribe.
Oh, right, yeah. So don't forget to follow us and subscribe on
please.
The various channels.
We're
Instagram,
on,
Witchcast Podcast. Apple Podcasts, we love a review. Please base it on the other episodes. Thanks so much for being here. You can check out anything related to us, find resources and stuff at witchcastpodcast.com.
Yep.
And you can always email us if you want to reach out and say hi at witchcastpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah. We appreciate the love, and we're sending the love right back to you. Thank you for
sending
being patient
so much
with
love
us,
out to you, friends. Yeah.
Yeah. Hope you're doing well and taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really have boundaries like the Lord.
The Lord meaning the emperor, not like
I know.
the
That's what the
Christian.
card says. I'm just being a goof.
And until
next time, Hex yeah!
'Cause it's Witchcast.
I was really just focused on the seafood. And obviously, like, dipping it in butter's not the best thing, but, like...
Well, healthy cholesterol. Blah,
Yeah,
blah,
right. I should look it up, but maybe I don't want to. I don't know. I'm so addicted, I also just ordered live lobsters from Fresh Direct, and we're going to eat lobster again tonight. And Matt was like,
Oh my god.
do I need to have a conversation with you? He was like, do we need to have a talk? Do you have a
Kate,
problem?
this is a lobster intervention.
He'll never give it up.
Snap, snap.
Clackety clack clack.